Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Uncommon. Today we're taking a look at 5 folk horror films that, if you're a fan of The Witch and that whole culty slow burn, going to get burned alive in the woods style, then these 5 titles are right for you. These titles will get under your skin in ways you won't expect. So let's jump right in. First up is You Won't Be Alone. Now, this movie isn't your typical horror flick. It's set in 19th century Macedonia, and it's all about a young woman who gets transformed into a witch by an ancient spirit. But here's where things get really interesting. She starts shape-shifting into different people to experience life through their eyes. It's haunting, emotional, unique, and beautifully shot. If you're into slow burn horror that really sticks with you, this one is a must-watch. Plus, the folklore aspect adds a whole new layer of intrigue.
Don't you think that when we meet up, it's actually getting harder now to have a good time?
You really want to go hiking? Hiking for fun?
Yeah.
In fucking Sweden?
Yeah, I do.
Where the fuck is it? There's more! Stop fucking crying!
Don't fucking move. Give me your wallet.
Next, we have The Ritual. If you like the idea of a camping trip gone very, very wrong, then this is your movie. It follows a group of friends who take a hiking trip in Sweden to honor a lost friend. But things go sideways pretty quickly. They stumble upon something ancient and terrifying deep in the woods. And let's just say, it's not just the isolation that gets to them. The atmosphere is creepy as hell, and the tension builds up in a way that will have you on the edge the entire time. Perfect for a night in when you want a mix of psychological and supernatural scares. Moving on to The Medium. This one's a wild ride. It's a Thai horror film presented in a documentary style, which makes it feel even more real, almost too real. The story centers around a shaman who believes she's been possessed by a spirit, but things spiral into something much darker and more violent. It's raw, it's gritty, and by the end, you'll feel like you've been through an emotional roller coaster. Fair warning though, this one gets pretty intense, so brace yourself. Okay, so HAGAZUSSA is a different kind of horror. It's more of an atmospheric, psychological horror film, set in the Alps in the 15th century. It's about a young woman who lives in complete isolation, slowly descending into madness. There's this unsettling dread throughout the entire movie, and it explores themes like fear, paranoia, and superstition. Not much is said, but the visuals and the eerie silence do all the talking. It's definitely for fans of art house horror, dark, moody, and deeply disturbing.
They're bad people. They should suffer.
Last, but definitely not least, is Kill List. This one's part psychological thriller, part horror, and all disturbing. It starts off as a story about a hitman taking on a new job, but the deeper he goes, the more things spiral into the surreal and terrifying. It's one of those films where you think you know what's happening, but by the end, you're left questioning everything. The final act is truly shocking. It's gritty, tense, and takes you places you won't see coming. If you're into horror with a twist of the unexpected, this one will blow your mind. So there you have it. 5 folk horror films that will shake you to your core, each in its own unique way. Whether you're into slow burn folk horror or you want something a bit more offbeat, these movies will definitely keep you up at night. Have you seen any of them? Let me know in the comments which one freaked you out the most. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more killer movie recommendations. Until next time, stay spooky.